Hey, Popeye are the latest.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. So in today's journey, we are heading up and away. We'll be taking off at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, and we'll be landing at the Fort Lauderdale International Airport in Florida. Now, I'm gonna let Captain Craig tell you what to do.
We'll be in the air soon, so sit back, relax, stretch out, and get the most legroom in coach. Thanks again for choosing JetBlue.
So, by now you should know that we are on vacation. We are not sure yet how the audio is gonna sound because we are traveling, but we are gonna try our best. And don't worry yourself, we are still gonna try to bring the news on a daily basis. If you see we miss out a day, we'll be back the next day. So we are gonna be trying our best to keep you abreast as to what is happening. Now today, we have a whole heap of stories for you. In yesterday's video, we told you about the arrest of Captain Sims. We told you that he was arrested for using a broom to hit a policeman's wife. But we were wrong. Captain Sims, he was charged for using a broom to hit his wife, not a policeman's wife. It is said that Mrs. Sims, she reported the matter to the Grand Spen police station. Now, Captain Sims, he was attempting to leave the island on Thursday, and he was prevented from doing so because a warrant was out for his arrest. So, Captain Sims, he will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. We are learning that there was a fatal motor vehicle accident early this morning, Saturday, June 25th, 2022, about 1 o'clock. This accident, it took place along the Rosal Main Road in Montego Bay. We are learning that as a result of this accident, two men who were traveling in a red Toyota Corolla motor car, they died as a result. We are awaiting further details and we are going to be updating this story in a subsequent video. Stand by for that. Now, we are learning that early yesterday morning, Friday, June 24th, 2022, about 4 o'clock, the Westmoreland Police, they carried out a big operation at Crowder District in Grange Hill in the parish of Westmoreland. We are told that almost 100 members of the security forces, to include police and soldiers, were involved in this operation. Remember that over the past few weeks, there has been a lot of shootings in and around Grange Hill. A few persons lost their lives as a result, and persons were also shot and injured. So the security forces, they went into the area searching for hoodlums who are said to be involved in gang activities. Now, during this operation, we are told that several premises were searched. At the end of it, the police found 9 5.56 cartridges, as also one 12-gauge cartridge, as well as lottery scamming paraphernalia. We are also told that at least 4 persons were taken into custody by the police to be questioned. Now, a female, her name is Yannick Reed, and she's popularly known as Biggie. She's said to be in her mid-20s, and she's also said to be a cosmetologist. Biggie, she was arrested and charged by the police for lottery scamming. The police are alleging that a house was searched, and during this search, 3 lead sheets containing names, addresses, and telephone numbers of persons residing overseas were found inside a room that Biggie occupied. So, Biggie, she will be going to the courts shortly to face her judgment. In this next incident, it took place yesterday morning, Friday, June 24th, 2022, almost 12 midday. We are learning that a team of police officers, they were on an operation in the Mount Salem area when they carried out a raid at Piggott Street. Our information is that one Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with the serial number intact, affixed with a magazine containing 12 rounds of 9mm cartridges, were recovered beneath some rocks. No one was arrested in connection with that incident. About 2 o'clock the same day, Friday, June 24th, 2022, another team of police officers, they received more intelligence. As a result, they went back to the Piggott Street area. This time, the back of a premises was searched and bingo. The police party, they found a black plastic bag containing one DTI 15 Denton rifle with the serial number intact, affixed with a magazine containing 30 rounds of 5.56 cartridges. Once again, no one was arrested in connection with this find, but congratulations to the Montego Bay Police for recovering these two weapons. Whenever illegal weapons are recovered, trust me when I tell you, lives are spared, because these hoodlums, they are not keeping these weapons to shoot bird or fish. So, this next incident, it took place early this morning, Saturday, June 25th, 2022, about 1 o'clock. It took place at Shetland in the Ramble Police area in the parish of Hanover. We are gathering some more details, but for the time being, we are learning that two men, they are both brothers, same mother. They were at a bar close to where they live. They left the bar and headed home. Now, when they reached home, they were ambushed by a hoodlum who was awaiting them. It is said that this hoodlum, he opened fire, hitting both brothers. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape. Now, one of the brothers, his name is Neil Morrison. He's in his mid-20s. He received gunshot wounds all over his body. It is said that Neil, he died on the spot. The other brother, we are getting his first name as Derron, and he's in his late 20s. He received gunshot wounds to his chest and his right foot. The police were alerted and they transported Derron to a nearby hospital where he has since been admitted in a serious condition. Like we said, we are gathering some more details and we will be updating this story. When we last checked, early this morning, we were told that Derron, he was still here with us. So if anything changes, we certainly are going to be updating this story. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Have you hit on the like button as yet? You mean if you tell me, say, you sit down, and because the stories are so interesting, you don't remember nothing at all about the like button? Well, let me tell you something. Whether you like it or not, every single day that I put out these videos, I will be reminding you. Because guess what? You are the ones who are helping this channel to grow. I mean, we get the credible news and we bring it to you, yes. But you never have to listen to it, not true? Because there are hundreds of other bloggers on YouTube. And you could have go over there, so go listen to the stories. But over here, you know how we do it already, you know. We get the information, the solid information. We get the back stories. And we bring the stories to you. You're going to want to stand by for the last story, because we have some back stories for you. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, ensure that you hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell, then click all, so that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. So in the final story for today, talking about back stories, we carried a story on Thursday, May 4th, 2022. Now, I'm going to be playing that story that we carried. And then, we are going to tell you about an incident that took place last night. We are also going to be telling you about the connection. Listen to this story. We brought you a story on Friday, December 30, 2021. We told you about an incident that took place the previous day, Thursday, December 29th, 2021, about 10 o'clock in the morning. It took place at a place named Ancho District. Now, Ancho, it is in the Withorn Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. A man, his name is Derek Gayle. He was popularly known as Bad Youth or Badass. He was 48 years old and he was a mason. He lived at Withorn in the parish of Westmoreland. Our information is that Badass, he was in a shop in the same area. He was there with other patrons. They were all having drinks and having a jolly good time when we are told that a hoodlum, who is known to everyone in the shop, he walked into the shop. brandished a gun and opened gunfire at Badders. Badders, he was hit multiple times in his chest and on his right thigh. Now, residents of the area, they transported Badders to the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital, where he was treated and admitted. Now, the next week, Friday, January 7th, 2022, sometime in the afternoon, about some minutes after 1 o'clock or thereabout, Badders' son, he's popularly known as Spider, he's 19 years old. We are told that he was in a yard at a place named Shrewsbury Lagood in the same Withorn police area in the parish of Westmoreland. He was there with other family members when it is said that 4 hoodlums, all armed with guns, entered the yard and opened gunfire at Spider. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. Now, Spider, he was shot. He received gunshot wounds to his buttocks, his back, and his abdomen. He was assisted by residents to the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital, where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. Now remember, we told you that Gayle, popularly known as Badders, Spider's father, he was already in the same hospital. Eventually, Spider, he was treated and released. His father, by now, could not walk due to his injuries. But we are now getting concrete information that Badders, he died in hospital. We are told that he fought a good fight, but the injuries, they got the better of him. So you heard that. Bad youth are Badders. He died and his stepson Spider, he was injured after both of them were shot in separate incidents. Now, this latest incident, it took place last night, Friday, June 24th, 2022, about 9 o'clock. Now, our information is that a wake yard was being held at Ancho District in the Withorn area in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, for those of you who don't know, what we Jamaicans call a wake yard is an event. It is held the night before the funeral. So, persons come out and celebrate the life of the person who has passed away and will be buried the next day. So, a wake yard was being held at Ancho District. A lot of persons, we are told, were in attendance at this wake. A group of persons were standing across the road from where the wake yard was being held. Among the group of persons who were standing in that group was a young man. His name is Derron Gayle. Pay attention to that name. Derron Gayle. Now, Derron, he was 23 years old and he was a window maker. He lived in the same area, Ancho District, in the Withorn area. It is said that the group of persons who were standing across the road, they were approached by a hoodlum named Pecos. Now, Pecos, our information is that he's already wanted by the Withorn police for a number of atrocities. It is said that Pecos, he pulled a gun. Bam, bam, bam! Pecos, he then ran off, making good his escape. Derron, he managed to run off for a short distance, but he collapsed and fell in a yard because he was shot. He received gunshot wounds to his chest and his right foot. He was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital, where he was pronounced DEAD on his arrival. Now, our information is that when the police processed this crime scene, 2 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. So, we told you about Badders, or Bad Youth, who was shot and killed. We also told you about his son, Spider, who was shot and injured. So the question is, what is the connection? You want to know the connection? Well, Derron Derrick Spence, he's the son of Mr. Derrick Spence, also known as Bad Youth, who was shot and killed. And he's the brother of Spider, who was shot and injured. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
JetBlue welcomes you to Fort Lauderdale, where the local time is 6:49 p.m. For your safety, please keep your seatbelt buckled and keep carry-on items put away until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Be careful when opening overhead bins as items can move during flight. If you have a receipt that says claim a gate, you may claim your item outside the front boarding door. If you need any help getting off the plane, feel free to remain seated until we've arrived at the gate so we may better assist you. For information on connecting flights and bag claims, you may check airport monitors or download our free JetBlue mobile app.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Vlog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a